Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here to provide you with a BBAI update. So we got news, right? We got news after hours on Thursday, and I expected it to move more than it did. It didn't. So I took profit. I think I made like $74. Not much. It didn't really do anything. It was a disappointing. It wasn't the kind of news that was going to send it, but we expected more considering the market started to pump. And I remember in the live stream, I live stream every morning, almost every morning. Not every morning, but almost every morning at around like 8:30, 9, somewhere around there. So, check that out if you want. But BBAI, a lot of people were asking me in the live stream, a lot of people were asking me, "Hey, is this a buy right now?" And I'm like, "Well, why would it be a buy? Like it's still early in the morning. It's still like 9 a.m. We don't know how this is going to move, right? At 9 a.m., this looked good. Like we go to the 3 minute time frame. At 9 a.m., let's see, this is 9. Yeah, look at 9 a.m., 9 a.m. right here. It looked good, right? It looked like we're going to go higher, like 7:03 to 7:33. Woo, we're going to go to 8. But then what happened? End of day, it closed lower. So this is why when people ask me in the morning when I stream, I get a little annoyed too because it's like, you're asking me if this is a buy, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's a buy. It depends on how we close. It's not about how we open. It's always about how we close. It doesn't matter if we open on like here, it looked like it was going to, break out and go to 10, right? This was a big green candle. And what did it become? A big red candle. So it doesn't matter. It's about how we close. That's the point I'm trying to make, right? This was a red candle here in the morning. And then what happened? Oh, buyers showed up. This was the opposite. It looked good in the morning, and then after like 9:30, 9:15 a.m., we just sold off. So, and this was a key level, right? It was holding very well at sevens. Remember, not people have short term memory. That's another thing I've noticed. People have short term memory. Everyone was like euphoric, greed. Oh my God, everything's going up. Woo. And then very quickly, sentiment changes, right? People have short term memory. Very quickly, people are like, oh no, it's over. Everything's going down. But the reality is, when you ignore the noise and look at it long term, uh, it dropped, and that's okay. It's nothing more than dip buying opportunity. Nothing is wrong fundamentally with the company, right? It's not like they announced, oh, by the way, Chicago O'Hare, whatever, O'Hare Airport, they canceled the contracts. That's not what happened. But you still have to respect that this is a big level right here. That was our friend here. 720s. That was our friend here. Look at that. It held up so well here, and here it tried, then it broke down. So this is not surprising that we got pushed down on Friday. Either way, I'm gonna buy some more Monday. I'm hoping it comes back down to at least 650s because that's where I bought. I bought 650, then it had that little gap up, but again, nothing, not much. This was nothing. This was pretty pathetic of a move, really. Um, yeah, that news didn't really do much because here, you know, it uh, it actually closed on a green candle here. Like it looks literally very similar. The difference is we got pushed down here instead of pushing up higher. Let me look at the weekly and just make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, the weekly looks still like an ascending triangle. Let me remove all this. Maybe on the weekly it looks different. I think I might be seeing something else. Let me check. Well, do I want to measure from here? Yeah, I would have to. So maybe let's see. Well, either it's an ascending triangle short. Let me check. See, on the weekly it looks like a wedge, which means it could go either way. Let me look at the monthly. The monthly looks like a ascending triangle, and we would expect it to pull back to like 650, 6 to 650. Yeah, because if we're just including this here, that looks like an ascending triangle. on the monthly at least. On the quarterly, it just looks like a big cup, and maybe we would form a handle here and then go higher. Yearly, on the yearly, we're still trending. So what's what's the issue? Yeah. Let me check the daily again and make sure I'm not missing any information. Oh wait, I just woke up, so I'm gonna get into some calls with some people. Some calls from with Discord members that have been very successful in the Discord, buying and holding the good ones. Let me check. The 50M already crossed long ago, right here, and we're still trending to the upside. Weekly, we just crossed over in the weekly. So we're in a bullish uptrend, which means we're just going to continue higher, right? Monthly, quarterly. Okay. Let me look at the Wait, what? MACD. Let me look at the MACD. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing any information from other indicators. Let me check the RSI. Make sure there's no bearish patterns. Okay, I do see I do see a bearish pattern right now. This is why we check all the indicators. Do you guys see it? So price is going higher. Price is going, MACD is going lower. RSI here going lower despite the price doing this. That's called divergence, because that doesn't make sense, right? Like if the price is going to go higher, then you would expect the RSI to also show a higher high. You wouldn't see that disconnect, so to speak. There shouldn't be this disconnect. It should be price going higher, MACD going higher. So yeah, that's kind of usually a warning that we're gonna drop lower. Yeah, because you don't really see any disconnects here. That almost does look like a channel too. There's so many patterns on this; it's actually pissing me off. So what do you call this? A channel? Would you just call this a longer term channel? Like, I guess. Hell no. See, this is. Let me check the weekly. Maybe that'll filter out some noise. Yeah, on the weekly, it just looks like a channel, and we're just in the middle of it. That's what it looks like there. Screw that. Let me defer to the longer time frame, quarterly. All right, I'll be buying if this thing finds support at 650 again. If it doesn't, if it closes on a red candle here, then I'll just wait for the purple line at that point. Because at that point, if it doesn't hold 650, we're coming down to like 550. So yeah, we're coming down to 550 to 6. And that would be like basically like right at the purple line. Like 550 to 6 literally is the purple line. So that's kind of like what I'm going to be watching out for. I don't even care about all these patterns. I'm just trying to find anything to be concerned about. But if this is going to continue to drop, this needs to hold. If that does not hold, purple line buy. It's a purple line buy. Oh yeah, before I finish here, every time it's come down to this purple line, it's been 550% return there. 142%. You're only going to capture a portion of that move, but you're still, capturing 50% of that is still, money. Here 100%, like it's always it's been a moneymaker if you're willing to wait for that purple line. Fortunately for you, who waits for the purple line like I do. Yeah, the RSI is also like nice and cool down here as well. Let me just make sure. Let me look at the weekly. I forgot to look at the RSI on the weekly. Yeah, let me see. Even the purple line on the weekly likes to act as support. So RSI support is yeah, RSI support is literally at 40. That's a good number to keep an eye on. Oops, I already had it, I guess. There's your support there for RSI. So if the RSI comes down as low as 40 on the weekly, usually means we're yeah, usually means we're gonna come down. Yeah, because if we come down, yeah, it would come down the purple line. Yeah, because this is the top here, right? We're literally right there. So either we're gonna consolidate here, or we're gonna drop. In fact, it has to. All right, so yeah, I see the setup. I'm gonna wait for the If the RSI cools down in the weekly, it should come down to the purple line on the daily. If that makes sense. That would be like the best place to buy. We would see buyers show up because just keep in mind last time here it dropped, right? It gapped down, and what happened when it touched the purple line? Huge green candle. Like literally, as soon as you see it touch it, you can make like $1 per share when it touched it there, at least on that drop. Here it touched it, and you bought it 4.992, and I mean, with patience, you make your money. It does have earnings coming up, so that's kind of it's not a problem, but it's just kind of something you have to keep in mind. Because I have a rule, no trading anything, no being in anything during earnings, because it's just a 50-50. I mean, if I want to flip a coin, I'll just go all in on Nvidia calls weekly expiration, and I'll find out real quick whether it's gonna work out or not. I'll find out real fast whether I blew up or not. That's if I want a 50-50, that might as well go big, right? All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.